Have you ever felt like everything is falling apart? Like you've lost so much and you just can't understand why? If you've ever felt that way, I want to talk about one of my absolute favorite stories in the entire Bible, the story of Job. It's a story that speaks directly to our deepest struggles and offers profound wisdom. Job was a man who, by all accounts, had it all. The Bible describes him as blameless and upright, one who feared God and turned away from evil. He had a large family, immense wealth, and great respect in his community. He was living the dream. But then, in a series of devastating events, his world was shattered. He lost his children, his livestock, his servants, and finally, his own health. He went from being the most prosperous man in the land to sitting in ashes, covered in painful sores. Imagine the shock, the grief, the sheer despair. His friends came to comfort him, but their comfort quickly turned to accusation. They insisted he must have sinned to deserve such punishment. They operated on a simple formula: good things happen to good people, and bad things happen to bad people. Since bad things were happening to Job, he must have done something wrong. Sound familiar? We often hear versions of this today, don't we? People trying to find easy answers for complex suffering. But Job stood firm. He knew in his heart he hadn't done anything to deserve this. He cried out to God, not with curses, but with raw, honest questions. He wasn't afraid to express his pain and confusion. He asked, "Why did I not die at birth, come out from the womb, and expire?" His anguish was real, his questions were deep, and he brought them all before God. This is one of the most powerful parts of the story for me. It shows us that it's okay to question, it's okay to be angry, and it's okay to not have all the answers when we're suffering. God can handle our honest emotions. After a long and intense dialogue between Job, his friends, and a young man named Elihu, God finally speaks. And what God says is incredible. He doesn't give Job a simple, neat answer. He doesn't say, "Oh Job, here's the reason you suffered." Instead, God reveals his majesty and power through a whirlwind of questions about the wonders of creation. He asks Job, "Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me, if you have understanding." God reminds Job of his infinite wisdom and sovereign control over the universe. From the stars in the sky to the creatures in the sea, the point wasn't to belittle Job, but to expand his perspective. To show him that human understanding is limited, and that God's plans are far grander and more complex than we can ever fully grasp. Sometimes, the why is beyond our comprehension, but the who is not. In the end, Job responds with humility and awe. He says, "I know that you can do all things, and that no purpose of yours can be thwarted. I had heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eye sees you." Through his suffering, Job's relationship with God transformed from one of distant knowledge to one of intimate, personal experience. He saw God in a way he never had before. And the story doesn't end there. God restores Job's fortunes, giving him twice as much as he had before. He blesses him with a new family, and Job lives a long, full life. This restoration is beautiful, but the true treasure of the story is the journey through the darkness. It teaches us that our faith isn't about avoiding suffering. It's about who we hold on to when we are suffering. It reminds us that even when we can't see God's hand, we can trust his heart. So if you're going through a tough time right now, remember Job. Your pain is real, and your questions are valid. Bring them to God. Don't settle for easy answers from others. Instead, seek a deeper encounter with the one who holds the universe in his hands. Your suffering is not the end of your story. Like Job, you might just find that it's through the deepest valleys that you come to see God most clearly. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, God loves you always.